Hi, I am Sergio Rebelo and I am a PhD student at the University of Coimbra. In the following minutes, I will introduce your work on the evolution of poster designs. This work is mostly inspired by the letterpress poster production workflow from the 19th century. At the time, designers typeset the posters by using the maximum of typographic resource and by highlighting the most important parts of the content. So, in this work, we are developing evolutionary systems that generates typographic posters from a given text input. This system employs lexicon-based approach to detect the most important parts of the content and uses a genetic algorithm to involve the poster designs. Although the system automatically evaluates the posters, users may express their preferences by defining several settings and visual features. The system behaves as follows. The generative process starts with a semantic analysis of the input text. This analysis recognizes emotions and colors associated with the text. After, the evolutionary process begins. First, a random population of poster designs is created. Next, each poster in the population is evaluated. The evaluation process is twofold. First, each poster is evaluated according to three objectives: legibility, aesthetics, and semantics, and next, the fitness of each poster is assigned according to the strategy selected by the user. The user may pick one of three-step approaches. A multi-criteria hardwired strategy that considers that quality posters are those which fully satisfy all three objectives: legibility, semantics, and aesthetics. Also, a multi-objective strategy that considers that quality posters are those that promote more innovative relationships between the same three objectives. And finally, a hybrid strategy that considers that quality posters should be readable and, at the same time, present innovative relationships between the semantics and aesthetics objectives. After the evaluation, a new generation is created through the employment of variation operators. This evolutionary process is repeated until the stop criterion is fulfilled. To study how the evolution is affected by the fitness assignment, we conducted a set of three experiments with the present system. Here, we are only focused on understanding how each evaluation strategy influences the evolution of posters. These experiments are conducted by involving posters with the same content and under the same sentences. The only changing factor is the fitness assignment strategy. The multi-criteria hardware starters allow the generation of readable posters from scratch. In this slide, you can observe some outputs generated. You can note that the visual diversity between the posters with the same content is reduced. On the other hand, the multi-objective strategy cannot ensure the generation of fully readable posters. In this image, you may observe some typical posters generated through this approach. We can observe that this strategy generates more diverse compositions than the previous one. However, we have noted that when the user requests optimization of the legibility objective, the system produces more readable outputs. Finally, the hybrid strategies also allow the generation of readable posters designs from scratch. In this image, you may observe some typical posters generated by this approach. We observed that the visual diversity of the poster is little higher compared with the multi-criteria strategy. In conclusion, we observed the high potential for the combined use of the three fitness assignment approaches during the evolution. Also, the work on Val's automatic approach can consider the user preferences by bypass the common limitations of the automatic evolutionary systems. And, at last, you've learned that the systems like this are useful tools for stimulating graphic design creativities in the most exploratory stage of their design processes. I am finishing my presentation here, so you may read more about the project in the conference proceedings or in your laboratory website, and thank you all for the attention.